Welcome back everyone, my name is Echo and I hope you're having a great day. Today's Minecraft video, we're back on Minecraft Java Edition checking out the latest and the first Minecraft 1.17 Caves and Cliffs Snapshot. So we did do a live stream of this, we did check out most of the features in as much detail as possible. But I feel like I did miss a lot, so I kind of want to do an extra video. Not only for you guys, but also for me. It's nice to come back in a couple of months' time and see where this all began. Remember, guys, this is the first snapshot. There is so many things introduced into this, and there are so many things that are subject to change. Don't forget, we're not going to see this update until next year, being August, June, August time. Of 2021, they said summertime. So I want to kind of just go through all of these features in a little bit extra detail. So in case you guys don't know, and I've done this in all my snapshot videos, what it means. So this is snapshot 20W45A. The 20 stands for the year because we're in 2020. The W stands for week. The 45 stands for what week we're in. So we're currently in week 45 of 2020, and it's the first snapshot of its kind. So I want to show you guys like the blocks, I want to show you guys the generation, and I also want to show you guys like the crafting recipes. One of my favorite things in this, which was a very, very pleasant surprise, has to be the Amethyst Geodes. These things are awesome. I managed to find myself a double one. Now these are quite common. I don't know if they're going to make them this common during full release. There is a couple of mobs that can spawn them. I've had zombies, skeletons, creepers, bats spawning them. These are super, super cool. They're kind of spherical, so the best way to explain it is it kind of reminds me of a gobstopper. Yes, that's what it reminds me of. So you've got this, which is the top, which is a new block, is the outside, and then you start to get into the inside, which is the calcite. It's a little bit softer. And then, of course, you get into the newer ones, which is the block of amethyst. And then you've got, like, the actual crystals and stuff like that themselves. Which, by the way, make a beautiful sound. But I want to go above ground and show you them in a little bit more detail. They are literally spherical. They're super cool. I actually managed to find one of these above ground as well. So the generation is completely random. They're not spawning at specific levels. Like, for example, when you're looking for diamonds, you're talking, like, let's say, I don't know, 15 and below, typically. That's not the case with these. And as you guys can see, there's another one over there. So, if you find any cool ones, feel free to let me know the seed. Again, like I said, I did find one above ground during the live stream. So, blocks are always popular among the Minecraft players. Tough, the calcite, we have the block of amethyst, and then we've also got this one right here, which I only placed this on there on its own, and these have all started to grow on their own. So this one doesn't have anything growing on them on the sides, and that is because there is two type of blocks. So if we go to this one's, let's just type in, there's a budding block, that's what it's called. So this one will grow these, which is the amethyst. These will grow on these ones, right? They can grow on all sides. I'm guessing underneath as well. When placed, when broken, they will make like some music. There's also another way to do the music. So these will come in small. This one's also small, medium, large, and then of course you've got the cluster. The cluster is the one that you are going to want to mine. Now, I've got a couple of things inside of here being the pickaxe and some other things. So these make sounds. So if you throw snowballs at them, they'll make sounds. If you throw a trident at them, they'll make sounds. And of course, arrows, so projectiles, anything else you can think of is also going to produce some sounds. Now, in terms of, let's get a / game mode survival. In terms of obtaining these, so fortune will increase your chances. I think they said it's by 1 will increase the chances, but these are the ones you're going to want to mine. This one being this, it's not going to do anything. Same with this one, although there's a little bit of a glitch there. A little bit of a bug. But these ones being the clusters, these are the ones you're going to want to mine. These will produce these, which are the shards. And a lot of people have said, hey, Echo, do you think they're going to be more useful a bit later on down the line? They kind of have two uses at this moment, and I will show you in today's video. Now, these can be mined, right? This block right here, which is the Amethyst block. In terms of the budding block, that cannot be mined. It cannot even be silk touched. So if we just grab ourselves an extra pick, it's going to change our game mode. Let's go to pickaxe. And we put silk touch on this, so / enchant. You can't silk touch this. That block. That's just me being stupid there. Let's get the budding block again and go to game mode survival. Place this down and change it to game mode survival. Even if you try and silk touch this, it's not possible. Best way to explain it is that the budding block is very similar to a spawner. So with snapshots always comes bug, and we actually have a duplication glitch of shards using the cluster. So as you guys can see here, when this hits this, it breaks off a shard, and it just keeps on going and going and going. Now I figured out how to break this. Like if you do this really fast, it will eventually break the cluster. There you go. The actual cluster itself can break. But time being, you're able to duplicate the shards. That will be fixed, I'm quite sure. Slow and steady gives you it. Doing it too fast is gonna break it. Something else a lot of people are fascinated in is the copper. Now what I want to mention here, guys, is that this is very subject to change. I don't think the texture is subject to change, although I could be quite possibly wrong. What I want to show you is in terms of generation. This generates very similar to iron. Now, I found this quite a lot, but in this specific world, it seems to be in short supply. That is highly... Is that it? No, that's not. That's iron. It's highly typical whenever I do a video, these kind of things happen. But they are very, very common. But according to the official changelog, in terms of their generation, they are subject to change. Okay, here we go. So we've got the iron here, and we've got these here. Now, again, they spawn in very similar clumps to iron, very similar clumps to coal. That is going to change 100%. It's in the official changelog that we were given. So I don't want to go over this in too much detail in terms of its generation, because it's going to change. So copper, as expected, can be smelted in a regular furnace and also smelted inside of a blast furnace as well. Now, I feel like this one ore, because this is the only ore they're introducing in the caves and cliffs, and this was confirmed by the developers in their Q&A video, I feel like it's going to become even more useful down the line. Like, if you look at iron and how many uses it has, I feel like copper is going to be the same. So, although I'm a little bit disappointed it's only one ore, I feel later on it will become quite useful. And as you guys can see, this is what it looks like. I mean, it's pretty cool. I kind of like it. A new ore. Hey, it's been a long time, right? So, what can this do? Well, of course, you have the copper ore. You've got the ingot itself, but you've got things like copper block, which is crafted with, of course, the standard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's going to make the block. You've also got this, which is lightly weathered copper. According to the official changelog, it takes 50 to 82 Minecraft days to start to oxidize. So you've got lightly weathered, semi, and weathered. Now, you can stop the aging of these by using, where is it, over here, which is going to be waxed versions. So you've got the waxed cut copper, the semi, the lightly, and of course the wax copper as well. So you need to use, I think it's either honey or honeycomb. It's one or the other inside of a crafting table. I'm going to try and do it now actually, because I can't fully remember the exact one. But if we just go and grab ourselves, it's one of these. I know that. So if we do, there you go, right there. That's how you get it. So obviously you're going to have to combine them. You're going to turn the regular cut copper into the wax variation. Turning it into the wax variation will stop the aging of this block. So if you like a specific age, maybe you don't like the regular, maybe you're not fond of the lightly weathered, maybe you don't even like this one, but you like this one, you're able to stop it at a certain stage. Although I kind of like this one. It's pretty cool. So yeah, there's lots of different variations. We have blocks, we have the cut variations, which is these ones. We have stair variations. We even have slab variations as well. So, yeah, super impressed with the copper. I feel like only more uses are going to come down the line. Moving on to this, which is the lightning rod. Now, I've taken the time to watch a couple of the YouTubers try and explain this and try and show how this works. It seems to be quite tedious at this moment, and it's not fully working great. Now, this works, I think it's like it's like chunk-based, I think. So it's like 16. So in 16 directions, if we had like a wooden house here, this would be protecting it. The lighting prioritized going to this rather than burning down your house. Although I can hands up say, I've never had my house burned down in Minecraft. I don't know about you guys, and I played a lot of survival, and I built a lot in plains. Maybe I'm just lucky. So in terms of crafting recipes, this is literally just 3 of these, and it just goes straight down. And that is simply the recipe for this. So I'm looking forward to finding out a little bit more about this. I feel like it's not its final form. And again, I feel like it's subject to change. So what I've showed you is the amethyst, and I've showed you the shards, and I've showed you guys the copper itself. Combining both of these will produce this, which is a spyglass. Now, this is simply crafted with 2 of these and 1 of these, and here's the exact recipe right here. So it's just going to be 1, 2, and 1 here, and that makes this. Although somebody said, realistically, the crafting recipe should have been this, and I kind of agree after seeing it. I know it's something minor. They should have made it shapeless, in all honesty, but I feel like the crafting recipe should have been that. And this is basically Optifine. And you can zoom in. Now, this is going to be very, very good for all players. I know on PC you can access Optifine, but I know for the Bedrock community, it's going to be pretty fun for players to actually have something like this. Now, if I press F1, it literally lets you see the visibility in full, right? Rather than having, like, limited view through the spyglass itself, you're able to literally get rid of everything. Well, somebody's already created a resource pack that gets rid of this black box. So I'm going to turn it on. I'll try and leave a link down below so you guys can check it out. Just simply enable it, accept the resource pack, and then we are pretty much good to go. As you guys can see, I'm not having to press F1. So, yeah, this is something I would probably use, because why would I want to limit my view when I'm able to zoom in straight away instantly without any problems? So, the spyglass, I actually really like it. It's one of my favorite features within this update already. Moving on to the next thing we have in terms of use for shards, we are able to create this, which is tinted glass. Now, a lot of people have been saying, I wonder if this could be dyed in the future. This does not let light in, by the way. And something else that's really, really cool about this is it does not shatter. So if we go to game mode survival and we start breaking this stuff, it doesn't shatter. We now have shatter-proof glass. If they start introducing this with different colors, I literally don't know anyone who's going to use the regular glass. So I think that's a great introduction. The recipe is you need 4 shards, 1 piece of glass in the middle. We just put this inside the crafting table. 1. That's terrible. And the outcome is the tinted version. So this does not let light through. I don't want to go into great detail about that right now, but it just does not let light through. I'm using night vision and I kind of want to keep it on. So candles. Yeah, candles are a thing. They come in all colors, and we have the standard candle, which has no color. Cool thing about this, guys, is that these can be placed on a cake. Now, you don't shift, because if you shift, they float. Now, in terms of floating, right, you can kind of stack them up. You can kind of stack them up, and you can light all of these as well. So, yeah. Now, they come in groups of 4s. Unfortunately, you cannot match the colors. Now, if you want to put it on a cake, you just simply right-click on a cake, and if you wanted to get yourself some flint and steel, and you can light this, and then now you got a birthday cake. You can only put 1 on there, though. You can't put multiple on there. I tried. It's not possible to put multiple candles on there. In terms of making these, you need 1 honeycomb and string. Simply goes in there like that. I think the texture is subject to change, because I'm not the biggest fan of it. They're the standard candles. And if we grab ourselves the flint and steel, it's going to light up all of them, not just one of them. But people have been calling them land pickles. The best way to explain it is they basically are. If you grab the default and you want to change the colors in the crafting table, you just need to just do this. It's that simple. And there's your candles. So a great feature introduced is, of course, as you guys know, we have grass paths. Now, this is called just dirt path now. And the reason why is because you're able to also turn this, being podzol, mycelium, and coarse dirt, and maybe some more, also into paths as well. Now, let's just grab ourselves some regular dirt here. You know when you're playing, right, and you're doing this, and then maybe you place down the wrong one and you put it there by mistake, and you're having to wait for it to saturate, or you're having to move the path. You don't need to now. You're literally able to just do all of this now. Same with this. This one can be done. Although, I would like to have seen some different colors for these ones. They're all the same color, same path, even though the same blocks are not the same, if that makes sense. Like, some's mycelium, some's coarse dirt, and stuff like that. But, yeah, like, if you make a basic mistake now, you don't gotta wait. You can just change it instantly. I'm happy with that, because I like to keep my villages in pretty good condition. Another feature. I'm not much of a redstone user, but let me know other contraptions that you would create with this. We have a cauldron. If you place down lava inside of it, it emits a redstone signal. I think it's like a 1 signal, it says. Take it away. So, yeah, I think people are going to come up with some pretty cool ideas in regards to this. Before we get into a huge feature, that I missed in my live stream, let's talk a little bit about bundles. Now, bundles are crafted with rabbit hide. Now, you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 2 strings. So, rabbits, well, now it's rabbit hunting season, I guess. Now, the formation for this is they go like this. One goes up there. Get rid of that. One there, and that crafts a bundle. They are not stackable. Bundles are pretty cool, though. All right, they're kind of early game shortcut. It's probably the best way to explain it. Now, let's just quickly get rid of all of these. All of them. Let's grab ourselves just one bundle. And you can pick up multiple things. So it's 64 items, right? Stack of 64 stone, stack of 64 dirt, you name it. But you can also combine multiple, and you just simply right-click on them. So if you've got inventory, if your inventory is quite full, because let's be realistic here. If your inventory looked like this, it can be quite annoying. Typically, a Minecraft player would probably just throw it away. You don't have to throw everything away now. You can start just putting them inside bundles. Just put them inside your bundles. Like that. And if you want to empty them out, you do this. Although, as I've mentioned on social media, the way the bundles work looked a lot better during Minecraft Live. So you can see here, like, how do I know what the other items are down below, you know? How do I know what other items I've got down below that I want to stack those up? I liked the image of showing you what was inside a bundle. So I feel like they're subject to change as well. They can be... okay, let's pick these up one more time. They can be named, and they can also go inside a shulker box as well. So let's just say we wanted to name this as birthday bundle. You can rename it as a birthday bundle, and you can also store it inside a shulker box. And of course, then you can take your shulker box with you. Yeah, I like that. So one of the biggest features is that redstone rails and rails now works in water. Yes, there is going to be so many cool creations with this. Now, you will die, of course, if you're in survival. So we've got a / game mode survival. We get inside of this, and I'm just going to show you guys real quick. So let's go back, and then let's go. So you will obviously start to die if you're in the water. No, squid. Now, water slows you down, right? So it's going to be really, really good for so many things. Starting to lose my bubbles there, but we made it out successfully. Now, this will be the same for animals as well. So if you put animals in it, let's go back to creative. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Let's grab ourselves a minecart. Let's get ourselves some cows. Let's put you in there, you in there. No, no, no. Come on, cow. No. No. There you go. Let's go. All right, go on an adventure. Yeah, so it works pretty much everything. There's going to be so many cool creations with this. Come on, cow, you can do it. Oh, he's stuck. Oh, we got a fat cow. Come on. I don't want him to die. I don't want him to die. Well, I think it's a great feature. I think people are going to love this feature. So, rails, this previously would have broke the rails, right? You guys know how that works. It just simply gets rid of all the rails. Super annoying, but now that's not the case. Place down the water. You can even log them as well. And as Hendrik explained, they are used simply to slow down. So the minecart will slow down. So if we just grab ourselves another minecart, put that inside of there, it will slow it down. Although you can't really see that in great detail there. But yeah, I'm super happy with this first snapshot. I think the developers have done a fantastic job. It's only the beginning. I have to say that the favorite thing has probably got to be the Spyglass for me so far. I think it's a pretty cool feature. Apart from that, guys, have a great day. Stay beautiful. And I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye-bye.